parties. My name's Eric, and I'm here today with my friend Cameron.
Hey, people.
We're going to do a bit of a woodworking project. So, in order to do that, let's grab a quick bevy. I like Cameron's idea here of putting a hat on to keep the sun off of me. I'm going to grab one of these waters here. And, where's my hat? I can't be out hatted that badly by Cameron. I gotta have at least some kind of hat on.
You've got really good hats, Eric. You should be able to outshine. And how better than that shine?
Let's see which hat I want to wear. Oh, I'll go with this hat today. Black hat. I'm a black-hatted catter.
I'm just peeing so that I can drink more water.
Okay, sounds good. Hello, mean bird. Let me get my glasses to you so I can see some of the chat activity on the phone since we'll be outside. Okay. Glasses. Here they are. So we're starting a woodworking project now, and I think we're gonna have a lot of fun with that. It says flower vases, but really what we're making is wooden B-O-N-G-S. And B-O-N-G-S was his name-o. He. Tabby tabby. Assalamu alaikum. Kaboom. All right, cool. Sounds good. I'm loving it. Just like McDonald's. Here is my meow, and here's my meow.
So the stuff is out the front door, the tools, and it'll require one of your well, I don't know.
I'm gonna go out through the garage and open the garage door.
Okay, do you want to lock me or?
No, we don't need to lock anything. So, I'm going to get this pair of, I'll get this pair. I'm going to get this pair of seeing eye goggles. This is going to be helpful because we're going to be cutting some wood. I tell you what, why don't I turn this around and we can put stuff in the back as a little platform to use.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Sure.
I mean, we could just do it right here. There's no reason to turn it around.
Okay, yeah, open that up. Good.
Yeah, this is a good thing. Okay.
That's one of the good things about having a truck. I always think about getting like an extra cab Toyota truck and just switching to that, but the XV drives so bitchin'. It's a great sports car, so I just can't switch to a Toyota truck.
Casey Jones says, can we take a moment to talk about MAPPA? His organization MAPPA, he purports exists, is
Mothers Against Penile Atrophy.
Yeah.
I remember from the chat. I'm so glad that we can bring that one up.
Yeah, because obviously it's an important issue that we need to raise awareness about. Okay, so
you don't want penile atrophy. So I think if we go down the hill, maybe we just take the Sawzall
Okay.
and then we fine tune it with the skill saw.
Okay. I'm gonna bring.
Ooh, are you
bring
sure
this
you need
too.
that? Because we've got this.
Okay. Well, that's better, but
Well, that's lighter.
yeah. I mean,
It's just a lot more human being.
it depends how big a thing it is to cut, or
Okay.
I don't know. I'll just bring this just for fun.
Sounds good.
Okay, so we're gonna go down the hill a bit now, and if you know anything about us and the hill, you know that in the past it's been a bit of a challenge for us to go down the hill and maintain sufficient internet. However, the coverage of the Wi-Fi now is much better than it was last time I tried to go down the hill. So I think if we need to go down the hill a little bit to find some sticks, we might be able to successfully take you down there with us. Like, here's a bunch of sticks right here. Are these sticks good?
If they've got a branch coming off, then they should be good. Like over here, this one, it's got too many branches coming off. But it has branches coming off.
That's not big enough around.
Yeah, it'd be nicer to have a fatter one.
Like maybe this one.
Like imagine this, imagine one that was a skinnier size and then we cut off a plate-sized base.
This seems like it's too rotted.
Could be too rotted. That's definitely a possibility.
Oh, you know what? Let's use this branch we used last time.
Ooh, do we have leftovers? Oh, we've got a good one. Oh, the folks at home should see that.
All right.
Yeah, this is pretty good, huh? It's really
That's the one you picked out last time.
okay.
We can use our previous searching efforts, and we don't have to extra search. Now this has one. This has one of these things, but the one we cut off before was perfect, but I fucked it up.
Well, why don't we do two? You know, I think we have a lot of possibilities.
I mean, there's multiple bongs worth of wood here, but I agree we can still look more.
It'd be fun, really, to have more than one. I would like to check it out.
Okay, so camera's going down here to look for bong appropriate wood. I'm going to turn this around so you can see better. Hello, Ananova. Hello, Crystal, Lynn, Donde Chief. Hello, Pat Murphy. Hello, Isabella. Eric, Ken. We have someone use a lint roller on your hat. Yeah, we have one around the house. I should do that. Let me just show you Cameron. I'll be the cameraman more than the adventurer. I can also provide assorted commentaries. So Cameron currently, the man in the hat you can see through the trees there, is looking for a piece of wood out of which we could successfully make a water pipadora for the smokage of what the kids call the gritty. Hitting the gritty, the kids say. This is my friend Cameron, yes, Manitoba. He came up to visit from Los Angeles, as he has in the past. He comes up every couple months, you know. We're always happy to have him. And he's a wonderful friend, and An extremely considerate house guest. Let none speak ill of this wonderful man. He's also got a keen eye for good pieces of wood. You notice he's not just grabbing whatever, right? He's looking for the right piece of wood. You can see his arms. There's his hat. He's playing balance beam Bob right now. This hill is quite a steep slope, so you have to have very balancy feet, or else you'll fall right over. All right, let's look from a different vantage point now and see if we get a better angle on this. He's gone down into the bushes. Now he's coming underneath that branch, emerging from the other side like the king of the West. It looks nice there. Yes, it is very lovely. It's not even very hot today. It's been pretty hot, but the temperature thing on the computer seems to not get our temperature quite right. It always says it's hotter than it actually seems to be. So I think it's telling us the town's temperature rather than the temperature of where we actually are at the moment. Yeah, he's on. Well, yeah, I'm not exactly sure how far down the hill is ours, but some distance down the hill. Maybe down to the bottom. I'm not sure. The other side of the creek is the other people's hill. No, it's not. It's the time of day makes all the difference with bugs. The only time bugs are a real problem is when it's like evening time, like around sunset. Then the mosquitoes start coming out and they just bite you and sting you all the time. What is he doing? He's looking for a piece of wood for us to play with. We want to make a wooden bong. We had a perfect piece of wood last time, and I fucked it up. I ruined it. I'll go do my own little search for wood, separate from Cameron's. I need to water the plants too. Might as well do that right now. I mean, there's almost no chance that I'm going to find a better piece of wood than Cameron, because he knows what he's looking for, and he's better at looking for things. Okay, so let's water the plants, and then we'll see how it goes. So what we're doing right now is we haven't begun our woodworking project. We will, but we haven't begun it yet. And the reason is because we're looking for the perfect pieces of wood, or piece of wood. I guess you could say we have begun it, Except that I'm not really looking for wood. I'm letting Cameron do that because walking the hill seems so steep. It seems so difficult to walk down. So we're going to fill that with water. Fill that one with water. Then we'll do it again because we want it to get enough water. This one, we just go like that. We'll just put it down the hill and just go fill up there. And that plant will get plenty of water. Okay. This is so slow draining. Like, I mean, it soaks into the clay so slowly because this is the one I did a worse job of planting. The other ones I did a little bit better, but there's essentially no soil here at all. It's just clay and rocks. Nevertheless, everything seems to be living just fine. See how Cameron is doing over here. So what did you find, Cameron?
Found some pretty good stuff.
Let's see.
Got myself a vase pre-made.
Okay, look at that.
And I got myself several on that branch, even with stem.
That looks pretty rotted. Look at that. It's totally. We can't use that for a bong.
What if you put the sealer on it after? Or I'll take it home. Put sealer on it at my house. Yeah, no, those are pretty rotted.
That's pretty rotted.
You're right. I didn't see anything without taking a saw down the hill that qualified other than that.
Okay, well, let's try that one there. But let me also maybe look up here. Let me try this. Looking up here and see if there's any woods up here that are worth getting.
I guess it's not only shape, it's shape plus quality.
Yeah. Looking for wood in all the wrong places. I don't see
It's pretty clean up here.
any wood up here. I mean, I see a lot of.
This is a whole little, like, I know it's hard to get up here. You can have a little bench here. Feel this wind coming through here. This is a beautiful little bench spot.
You're right. This is a lovely place to be if we could just sort of make a path up here somehow.
because you've got so much sun blockage, and then since it's on the top of a curved little hill, it has to have wind flowing all the time.
Yeah, this is nice up here. It smells like these bushes.
Oh yeah, it has a little. What does that smell?
It's this stuff. I don't know.
Kind of like stock.
It's kind of a holiday spice smell.
My friend Cecile overplanted cilantro like last year, and her yard had so much that it's like you go in that yard and you're smelling nothing but cilantro, but it's great. Like I love the cilantro smell.
Who doesn't love cilantro?
Not everyone loves it. I happen to know someone very close who doesn't like it.
Speaking of big decks, want to have a scavenger hunt? Everyone likes a nice big deck. If Matthew 13 teaches us anything, is that flowers can grow in clay and rock too. Huh.
There's something flat here, and I kept thinking it was like an outlet, but it's a flat spider web canopy.
Huh.
There were these spiders that make webs totally flat over here. It's pretty treacherous, but really interesting.
Well, maybe I'll come down and show the people then. I like Cameron's idea of putting a chair up here of some kind.
It's such a cool spot, especially for when it's hot.
Yeah, if I could somehow successfully put a bench where I could also open the shutters and see the TV from up here, boy, then we'd really be talking.
Second story TV right there.
Or yeah, I could put a second story TV.
Hey, forget the shutters. Just put a backwards TV. Make a wall mount that like go forwards and backwards.
I have a feeling I'm not going to do that.
Okay, so if you stand right where my feet are,
Uh-huh.
you look right there, it looks like a square top of a box.
I will do so. Of course, I'm not the same height as you.
Yeah, it's at this level, and it's ahead by 8 feet. It's this little flat spider web top, and there's another one back behind, and you can see they have just horizontal spider web cages in there.
Let's zoom in. I do see it. What you're talking about. It's right there. Right. There it is.
You got butterflies, or a butterfly over here.
Butterflies are horrible, lazy creatures.
Stealing my precious pollen.
They're taking my nectar.
They don't pay any tax.
Okay, well, I don't think this is a good place to find wood. This was fun place to walk around in, but I don't think they're going to find any wood here. It's nice to come up here, though, because, you know, why have land that you never even go on? You should go on it every once in a while, or else you'll forget about it. You're like, oh no, what was that thing I have?
And if you really want to come up here a lot, we could carve stairs. What you do is you get
Yeah, I'm not gonna. There's just ultimately very small to no chance that I'm going to go up on that mound over there very often.
Sure.
We do have some wood here, but it's not round enough.
for the purpose of which.
For our bomb purpose, yeah.
Okay.
I say let's start with this one we used last time, okay?
Oh yeah, we'll do this and then something just stung me. It's probably like a needle in my paint. Whatever. If I have Tourette's, poke you in my
All right, so tell me when it's framed, and then we can discuss the design.
All right, let's put my glasses on. Let's see here. Okay, we're framed. We're looking at the wood. This is the wood we're talking about. And we want a piece, about the size of my forearm.
Is it better in this amount of sun or in the shade here so it's all one?
It doesn't matter. I'll be holding it and moving around anyway.
All right. So we've got the stem, natural stem coming off. Maybe I'll cut the stem first. Where do you picture this? Oh, what if we cut the stem right across this large part so it seems like it's large, you know? Or cut it maybe right above my finger? Like psh.
Yeah, I think right above your finger.
So,
and then
okay.
and then cut this like here.
So this is here, this is here. What about, we have to flush?
Oh yeah, if
the
we're gonna
bottom.
flush the bottom, then let's cut it a little higher up here. Let's cut extra high up here so we have a little extra room.
Let's decide on the bottom right now. We've got damage to here.
So cut at the edge of the damage, yeah.
All right. Damage determines the bottom. This is here, and then we'll decide that.
No,
final
actually,
I could try to cut right through this knot so it has a little foot coming out.
I don't think. Okay, well, I'd say, yeah, I guess cut right here because the thing is, yeah, this thing comes. We have to have a hole for the water, like a space for the water at the bottom, right?
Yeah, true. So the lowest, the better, and even if it has this damage on it,
It doesn't have to be. Yeah, cut it a little bit.
Let me just cut it super low.
Yeah,
and see
yeah,
what it
like,
looks
yeah, like that.
And then we'll see if the angle is good too. So I'll cut it way too low first. Unless you want to cut it, Eric.
No, I'll be the cameraman here in this part.
So on the Sawzall, there's a like a metal setting and a wood setting. One of them goes forward and backward, and one should oscillate. So let's see if this one oscillates a bit.
Okay. Let's take a gander at this exciting woodworking action.
So if I were gonna angle it, maybe about like that angle. I think I'll hold it this way so I can get it more straight.
I can help you hold it still if you want.
If you could put a foot on it right here.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. And then we could overshoot it at the top too.
Yeah.
See how it balances. So I'll just cut it like way up here, but I'll try to cut it at the right angle though. So
I mean, I'd say cut it. Don't cut it. If we can do one cut and end up with the proper height.
okay.
Because you don't want to get it close and then have to shave off a little bit, you know.
Then let's do this. I'll cut this one next. If you could put a foot,
Yeah.
a couple feet on it anywhere.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll come from this way. Kind of there. Not bad, not bad. Okay, and then the final one is what?
Yeah, I'd say right now, I'd say where you were before. Right there, yeah.
All right.
Because you don't want it to be too much distance.
we have to step like this. So.
Okay, you gotta break the blade. All right.
I'll just flatten it a little. You know what? No, I should use the skill saw. This isn't working.
Okay.
But do you want to balance it and see how it works?
Well, hold off on this for a second. I want to get one more thing cut.
Okay.
Just here.
Okay, let's put that here then.
Yeah. Okay. So
You're saying about here?
yeah.
Okay. If I do it right, oh yeah. If you roll it your way, look, yeah. It's all good.
All right. Cool.
All right.
All right. So now let's set up a different workspace. Let's do what I was saying before. Let's turn the little car around. Just kind of work here at the edge of the garage, off the back of the little car.
Sure.
And now that we've got these big cuts done, I don't think we're gonna necessarily need the circular. So I don't want to do like circular sawing in here exactly.
I think
You
it
do
makes
that
a
outside,
better. Yeah, sure.
But the other stuff we can probably just do in here. Over there, I can vacuum up the sawdust and stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so I can get the key for this little car.
Sure.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Thank you for your patience. Cameron and I are working on our woodworking project. As you see here, we've got our 2 pieces of wood that we cut off of the big branch. And now what we're going to do is we're going to turn the little car around so that we can work off of the back of the little car as a little platform. Or what you might call a work table.
I thought I closed it, but maybe I didn't know how to lock it. Okay, that's what I didn't do.
All right.
How many people learn that way?
I don't know. All right, so let me just, can you hold this camera for a second? Thank you.
you think about another foot in so we're out of the shade? We're out of the sun?
Yeah, sorry. I thought I pulled it.
It's all good. Yeah, we're plenty. Did you grab the one piece or?
They're over there on the chair. And now we've got this platform to work off of. And it's heighted well, you know.
Oh yeah, we've got the level situation.
We could.
Not the worst there.
It's not too bad. Okay,
And
so
this type we could and stick
stick
on.
a stem in there, yeah. So pretty good as far as the leveling goes. I think
I would do a tiny bit.
okay.
If you look from this direction.
So how do you want to level that?
I like the skill saw because it's straight. The saw's all flops. So I could skill saw it over there if you don't want to make any noise in here. Or
Oh, that's fine. You can skill saw in here.
All right, cool. That makes it over here.
Let me get these little rocks out of here. This is an authentic Indian arrowhead.
Is that from
Yeah.
the rivery areas?
This
Or
is
just a
this is
busted
one I
rock?
went to collect a bunch of rocks I put in front of the
It's from Home
mailbox.
Depot. Home Depot.
No, it's from the wilderness.
Okay. I think what I should do. You don't have a tape, blue tape, Sharpie, something, so I can kind of mark what I'm doing.
Sure, let's see what I got.
I have it in the car if you don't have it easily accessible.
Tape, huh?
Yeah. String. Yeah, not string. Oh yeah, that's the stuff right there.
Come on there, y'all.
Que bueno. All right, now if we do a two-person effort here, we can really get this. So,
Sure.
So why don't, if you would kind of hold it just like that, I'll get on the bottom with the tape. Because I think that's flat right there.
Okay.
Unless we have it back a little bit like that. Maybe, yeah, leaned back just like that. Cool. And I'm just gonna do one leveled with the ground and not necessarily cut at that level, but I'll know that's level. Super happy with that. Do we want to do a top piece at the same time?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so, or no, after I cut this, we'll do that. It'll be even more accurate.
Okay.
All right, so this guy just needs to get cut right in the middle of this, or at the high side of this tape. All right. Now, do you own clamps? If we clamped it, it would
Yeah, that's what I was
be
looking
super
for right
cool.
now. I'm looking for clamps.
Or I have a strap, and or I've got clamps in my car if it's easier.
Well, I mean, what about this? Is this regular clamp? Is this big enough?
Nah, it's not the right thing.
Okay, I have the orange clamp somewhere, but
Let me go get mine. I've got them
alright,
like
cool. I'm
super
not sure where they are. Where, oh, where are my clamps? What happened to them? Oh, here is one here. This clamp's not going to be big enough either, but. This is too big a piece of wood for clampings. Why don't we, I think we should strap it down. That's what I think. Alright, so to demonstrate what I mean, I think we should go like this. Alright, well, you got those clamps.
This is some clamps.
You're captain clamps a lot, aren't you? I did not anticipate that kind of clampage in your car.
They call it a triple clamp. Not really. Triple clamp is on your motorcycle. But I want to add this feature so that the bottom of your thing here is flat-ish. Yeah, that's great. Okay, so this gets 2 clamps. This gets at least a clamp. Or it doesn't work at all. It's one or the other.
I think you should just not worry about that extra piece of wood down there.
You're right. You're right. Yeah, we're getting there. If you aren't afraid, if you could, oh no, you know what? Don't even get in there. I can put a hand here and I can rip it there and we're all good. So folks at home, we have the guard off. You can't use a guard. You have to get a wire coat hanger. You have to attach it to your skill saw so that the guard gets locked away. And then you rip away.
Okay, cover your ears, everybody. Crystal, by the way, William is your king. I checked. Go ahead.
William is your king.
Cameron, show us how it's done. Show us the ways of cutting.
That's a sound of success.
Okay, that's the sound that gets me to put on ear pads.
You let me know when your ears are ready.
All right, go for it.
The wood exploding is always a good sign.
He's your king. He's your lord. Your master. He's your emperor. He's your supreme leader. He's everything to you, Crystal. He's your father. He's your uncle. He's your grandpa. He's your son. In other words, William's rule, Crystal's drool. I just kidding. You could be the king of William if you want. Instead.
How's that stand?
I think that's...
Not as good.
I think what we need is a sander to flatten it. I don't think I have a belt sander.
I have a couple pieces of sandpaper, but I could also just, shave it up, just the other direction a little bit less, or we could do this. You don't want to put screws.
You want to try the angle grinder maybe?
Well, then it's not going to be flat. This should make it the most flat. So I think we really just need to try to keep this the same and try to open this up.
All right, so I think we need to hold that still is what it boils down to.
You're right.
So let's get a different thing to work off of than this. Let's work off of this face here.
Okay.
And we'll put it on this thing.
Sometimes you can put screws into it and attach it to a flat thing, but I don't know that you really want to be putting screws into it.
This will work fine. Okay, so let's just put this down on here.
Here, I'm going to do a little brushing
Sure.
of the special surface. No poops and sunflower seeds are allowed. I don't think it's poops, I think it was sunflower.
Here, let me use this.
Yeah. Folks at home, this is what's called cleaning up right here. So the other day, folks at home, I got this cut. See these 2 cuts on my arm? I don't know if you can. Oh, we're going this way. I got these 2 cuts on my arm the other day. I was assembling some yard furniture, and so I rubbed it with my hand, and then I noticed I had rust powder on my hand from the furniture that came from overseas. So I rubbed rust powder into my cut.
All right, so what we will do, I'm gonna do the tape thing again. If you would, you're gonna hold it again, and I'm gonna tape it
I don't
again.
think that's a good way to do it.
What do you think is the way?
I think what we should do is attach it to something that's flat.
We have that piece I found, although it splits apart, I discovered.
Well, we have other flat pieces of wood. I got some flat pieces of wood up here, you know.
Is it the kind that you like with, is it the right type for the project?
Well, it's fine for a base, you know.
Okay. Yeah,
But-
that looks, it's nice and aged. I like that actually.
We could put this on here.
I think we need two side by side.
Okay, sure, that'd be fine. And then we could, well, what we do is this. Let's make the, we need a different kind of piece of wood than this. But I was thinking is, let's dig in the hole for the bottom.
So you want to make
for
a
the,
functional one?
yeah, for sure, functional one. I don't want to make a not functioning one.
Shit. Okay. I might have long. I don't know. I'll have to. I don't know that with this depth. I have drill bits.
Okay, I have the long drill bit and I have
Oh.
the extendo thing,
All right.
which I
that's
got
fine.
just for this purpose.
Holy shit. Yeah. Okay. Cool. What I have might help.
I have the spade bits and everything.
So you want it to seal and everything?
Okay, but so
shucks.
there's a couple of possibilities in here. These boards aren't going to work for that purpose. They would only work for as a stand if we came in all the way from the top, which we could do, and which is what I was imagining doing, because that way we don't have to seal the bottom.
Okay.
So then let's just put off the bottom of this until we've done the rest. So like with drilling this, I'm just gonna have to, one person is gonna have to hold it and the other person come through the top of the spade bit, right?
If we did it right, if we had it screwed in are we going to screw it in from the bottom at some point on these or not? Or is that a total future project? Because if we had it screwed to these, we could clamp these and it would hold itself. It'd be a lot safer and better.
Oh yeah, okay. Then let's
You know?
screw it into these. That's a good idea.
Yeah. So, and it needs to be in two. I still think I can level the bottom better. Because
Okay.
I think it sits in not the best angle. I think it still should be a little bit forward, but
I think we should use like this to flatten it.
this cutter.
You know?
All right, is your grinder happy enough with that?
Yeah, it's made for that.
Okay.
I think if we use this to go like this around and around, it'll flatten it.
I think that's a grinding one. I think that's a cutting one. So I would use.
That's what I'm saying. We should sand it or grind it down
Yeah.
to flat, not cut it.
Well, do you want to take a shot at it?
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
All right, cool.
Oh, you have like a ceramic cutting thing on.
Yeah, I use that to cut this up. This remember that awning we used to have?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You killed it. Awesome.
I chopped up all the metal bolt poles and stuff in it with that thing.
Nice. And as for holding this in a way that might work, you know what we can do? These two boards, my strap going around it, I can strap it to the board, we can clamp the board. Maybe.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that'd work fine. But I don't, if we're just gonna clamp it, I just clamp it to the thing. I think we should just clamp it to this thing here. You get out of here, get in the way, thing. And so do you. Get out of here, yo. Alright. Let's just do this like this. No reason to clamp it to boards. So you clamp it to this. That's what this thing's for. No place big enough for how I feel. The worst place is the one where you're not near. And I love you more than I can love myself.
Are you getting
clamping to this, dude?
You getting purchased with that?
Well, I
I
don't
think
know.
it was always falling off.
Oh, you're right.
Which is why I think to the boards it really has a chance.
Boy, now I sound the fool. Well, you rather say, I don't think we need these boards. We just grab it. What do we need these boards
Here,
for?
yeah, board side by side. And then this on top, and then we can slide clamps under.
If we want something to put this up on like that, then let's use
Yeah, we need a thing.
this.
Anything of your choice. Alright, now at this point, as for knowing where you're gonna cut, are we gonna still tape it level? So you wanna do the tape?
Well, no,
regular
because
again?
we're gonna grind it
We're
flat.
just gonna grind it. Okay. Then from here, even though these are better, I think this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get as many straps like this. And you go like this. Do a little bit of this. If you would hold, Eric, can you hold all these pieces solid so I can yank on them?
I put the camera down.
Yeah.
This requires
Here, I'm gonna put a leg back here.
2 hands and my whole ass.
I think I'm trying to make it too early, but I still have the idea. Works better than I thought.
Yeah.
But another one would really kick ass.
Here, wait, hold on now. Let's do this. Let me make this wider.
Yeah.
Right? Make this as wide as it gets.
Okay. Do you want to do the second strap?
No,
Okay.
I will grind it flat.
Then I will. You know what? I'll start one end here.
I'm gonna put this back under here.
Sure. It's gonna be a lot easier this time. So we'll do something like this. Sorry, did I smash you?
That's fine. Turns out wider is not necessarily better. It is.
Okay.
All right,
Pretty
cool.
strong. Now we take that out. If we have 2 equal pads under here, we can clamp this, or I could just
Let's
clamp
put
it
this
on-
in the middle.
Here,
Hold on. Let me try putting this in the middle.
Yeah, sure. Then the other end's not supported. We kind of need it
Okay.
equal under either side. So it
Fine.
doesn't
So
blow.
let's get 2 things instead of 1 thing.
Yeah.
All right.
2 equal thingies.
I will find 2
That
things
are
like that.
strong.
Here, how about this? 2 rolls of tape.
If you want, it might sound
that-
like-
is that not big
good
enough?
Yeah.
It's not tall enough. It's not tall enough. Oh, I know.
You got blocks of wood anywhere?
We've got 2 gallons of paint.
I don't think the height is gonna work,
What do you mean?
but with my clamps, I don't think.
Oh, with the clamp. We don't need to do any more clamping. I just need to grind it
Just
down.
Just do this.
That's fine. I just grind it like that.
Now it's like that.
Here, but Cameron, look.
That
Okay.
doesn't really work too good, but
It's fine. It's good enough to grind. We're not even cutting, we're just grinding, so. These acrylics, I'm sure your acrylics latex white. We have that. Ow. All right. But these are the same size? I'm not quite. Are you serious? All right. How about
it's a new level of clamp. You'll come over, you'll see, you'll wiggle it, and you'll see it just rips. Rips
okay,
that
fine,
lining.
cool, great. What are these things? Oh, right. Wish I had the thing for that thing.
That's the lovely part about wood's flexibility. It doesn't have to be straight.
Okay, so now I'm going to take this out, which is called the angle grinder. But I'm going to take off this attachment and put on a different one. So to do that, I need that tool.
Should have 2 little pokies on the end, or 3 or something.
Yeah, it's around here somewhere.
If you can't find yours in 30 seconds, I have one in the car.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with that right now.
Toolbox?
Maybe in the toolbox, probably.
It's a good place for it.
Hot.
Here, let me go find mine.
It's getting hot.
A little bit. Should we open that other door? Be a little float.
No, because oh yeah, I see what you're saying. The other garage door. Yeah, I will do that. I wish I had the fan, but I took it to the other house. I could get it. The worst place is the one where you're not near. And I love you more than I can love myself. Mama said don't fall in love again. She remembers all that I forget. And I love you more than I could love myself. Strawberry chainsaw, you're the treat. At first you're sweeter than any sweet. And that's okay, that's fine by me. No other woman could compete. I best believe that they can try, but I don't want no one else. 'Cause I'm more than sure you're the one.
Here you go. That's the cam challenge. Can I find it or you find it? We know who's gonna win.
Yeah, I can't believe I lost it. It's crazy. It's gotta be around here somewhere. It's not like I don't know how important that piece is.
So you gotta wrap it in orange tape or something. To attach it with a thingy. Like a strap, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna undo this by going like this. And then we're gonna put on this other one. This one.
Oh, I'll open that door so we
Oh yeah, thanks. I wish I had the fan from the other house, but
I think just with the differential between the door, that's just gonna flow right through. Not. But it's fine. What do we hide in summer or do we just do life?
this button got stuck down.
Let me see. Where's that tool? Okay. Now it's out. But what's going on here? I'm gonna push it in, make sure it's super tight. Okay. And then I'm gonna, yeah, it's out.
All right, thanks.
Sure.
Here are
you
two
know,
people.
you need a little squirt of WD in there.
Okay. I have that somewhere. Again. Magical place called somewhere. Alright friends, now the camera has helped me make my angle grinder work. It's time for me to flatten this thing.
Let me get you the shot correct, Eric. We gotta get the cinematography. So,
Okay, so I'll go from this side. Wait, this is not going to be flat enough though.
oh, that's not the one. You need the cutting disc. You need not maybe this one or the.
Let's put on a new cutting disc then. Okay,
Yeah,
we're going to have to try the
that's the
cutting
one.
disc, huh?
Yep.
Alright, well then, making it flat is going to be a challenge that way. But let me try it with this.
Oh, you want to grind? Oh yeah, just try it. Grind it.
Try
Yeah,
it
that's
with
right. I'm thinking through my brain. You're doing what Eric wanted to do. Oh shit. Don't do it. Hold on.
What happened?
Let me loosen that blade. Maybe something weird happened with the whole mounting thing. Let's unplug it. And just loosen it a bit. Have you used this lately?
Not that recently.
Maybe I made it too tight. Yeah, that seems really tight. What's going on here? It's like the mount underneath is. Oh, I don't know. You don't have the back spacer on this metal thing. So, but we'll fix it. That's fine. It'll be fine.
I should have put that back there. I thought that was attached to that thing because it came up with it.
All right, so just attach it with that thing.
Okay, thank you.
You got your framing?
Cameron saved the day again.
I'm a schoolmaster, man. I've been doing this shit since I was little. Don't do that thing. Don't play with tools when we're gone. Don't go in the shed with the tools. Don't climb the tree. Don't play with fire. Don't blow stuff up. I did all that stuff. I'm not going to listen to some authority.
Yeah, fuck authority.
Don't take pipes, put powder inside of them, etc.
Because authority can suck it.
Fuck yeah.
I am going to try this one now.
Just spin it and make sure it's got the right sort of spinneroo. You done your AC filter lately?
No, I haven't thought about
This
it.
appears to be a box of AC filters up here. That's pretty darn cool.
Okay.
That sure smells good.
I declare that flat. I don't
So-
know if it is or not, but let's find out.
Is it unstrapping all the way time?
Yeah.
Alright.
That's fine. It's not a big job.
Here, let me do this to make it actually work. You're gonna get stuff if you don't clamp those.
I don't know that. Thank you, Cameron.
Of course.
Get off of there, yo. We don't want you holding it anymore. There. Alright, now, I don't, it's flat.
Ooh, it's close. You got it.
Close.
You got it like 2/3 of the way there.
So it's weighted too much this side, right?
Yeah. If
So-
we did flatten the top, it would take some weight off of it. FYI. If
Okay.
you did want to level this, you could do the same leveling treatment on the top.
I don't think I need to have the straps at all, really.
Make sure you're framed in here. Let me ask you, does this thing not go up and down anymore? You got the
It does.
epoxy thing?
No, it does. You gotta turn that. You got a little flip there.
Oh, that's for
no,
up
no,
and
not that, not that. This. And lift the whole thing up.
Oh, okay, good. I guess I meant tilt, not up.
Oh, it doesn't.
But
It
if
only tilts by this thing now. This broke, so
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
to.
No, you've got the glasses method,
I had it fused like somebody's spine.
like my sunglasses.
Okay, for this part, we'll just with the mirror. I know it's a pain in the butt, but for this one, I think I want to use the other thing.
Want to clamp it?
I want to use this instead.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Unfortunately, of course,
Sure.
I have now. Oh no, I didn't lose it yet. I haven't lost your thing yet.
Yet. Notice I haven't let it out of my sight.
Yeah, I had one yet. All right, come on, you. There, we're going the wrong way. Come on, you. There. Now, put this on. Then, put this on. Like now. Right. Maybe you're supposed to go like this. No. Okay. It's down on this side now. Put these on a long time ago. I hereby declare it impossible.
I can make a straight cut with the skill saw. I still can do it.
Okay, well, I need to take a break.
Yeah.
It's hot. I need to eat some food.
Let's do that.
I have a beverage here, but I haven't drank it at all.
Well, if you take a break and drink a beverage, I'll try one cut with the skill saw. Just
Okay,
try it.
I'm gonna leave you in here. There's another pair of headphones if you want them up there, the yellow ones. Oh, difficult project. Having difficult times. Well, why? Because the weight's not balanced on that thing. The top half is too heavy and tilty. That's why. The top half is too heavy and tilty. So now I'm going to pay attention to you, fine friends, for a moment. Eric, do you know what gloves are? Yes, I've heard of them. They keep your hands warm when it's cold outside. Did it smoke up a bit? You mean the wood? I don't know. It got all burny looking, yeah. But I'm not good at that kind of stuff, you know. Maybe if we had some PPE, there would be less sniffles. What's PPE? PPE. Powdered penis extract. One of nature's most healing chemicals. Punk people every day. That's what it stands for. All right, so I have a little bit of food here I'm going to eat, but I really need a beverage. This is leftovers from last night. Thing is, I think we should make a base for it. Or it still needs to be flat, but before we attach the base to it, but I don't think it's gonna work if we don't attach the base to it because the weight isn't balanced, you know? We're eating beans again? Hi, Shad Betham. You agree, and I'm so pleased to see you. How are you doing? What's going on in your life? Anything exciting? Make a base for it? Yeah. Chad's an IRL friend of mine from Los Angeles. Thanks, Lightbow. Wow, that's very generous of you. I'll take that under advisement. I do have gloves. Sometimes I take more protective measures than others. What made me mad at myself right then was the one kind of protection I'm really good at usually is protecting my ears. My hearing's still great despite being in bands and stuff. I started protecting my ears when I was young. But I didn't right then until late in the process. But it wasn't until I got kind of like sharp sounding and loudness that I said, okay, I need to put on headphones for sure. Except I'm sure those headphones that are designed to be protecting your hearing from loud noises are not called headphones. They're probably called earmuffs or something. Because they muffle your ear. Your craving for spinach and artichoke dip is totally gone, replaced by donuts. The body wants sugars. It used to want fats, now it wants sugars. Just remember the food pyramid, okay, Lightbo? Remember the food pyramid. You need a lot of bread, a lot of meat, a pretty lot of bread, a medium amount of dairy, a small amount of vegetables, and a minuscule amount of fruit. Just got to remember the food pyramid. This is all we need to know about what we need to eat. Pyramid schemes in its original usage by the Egyptians, pyramid scheme referred to the literal plan of the aliens that they implemented in building the pyramids. But nowadays it's come to mean something entirely different. What's called a pyramid scheme should be called, that's right, a triangle scheme. There's no reason to have 3 dimensions. Think about it. It really makes you wonder, how deep does it go? How deep does the Illuminati's tentacles go? That deep? Even deeper? Nefarious plans all about, various schemes underway. Where if ever it's out that's scary, but that's about all you can say. Nefarious plans all about, various schemes underway. Where if ever it's out that it's scary, but that's about all you can say. Hi, Cameron.
Howdy.
How did it go?
Check this out.
Wow, let's see. Did you get it to stand up?
Yeah.
He did. We should never have let me try in the first place. Just a waste of my time to try.
My next question, I think it's probably gonna, well, I don't know what the answer will be, but do you want me to flatten the top? See, this is what the bottom looks like now. Do you want the top to be similar, or do you care?
No, I mean, we don't need to flatten the top because we're gonna, well, maybe we do need to flatten the top. We're gonna, yeah, we
Do you want
should.
it perfectly level, or do you want it angled back like, usually they're angled back a little bit, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it doesn't matter really in regards to that, but it's just that once it's flat one way or the other, then I'll start drilling into it with the spade bit from the top.
Yeah.
I think what we should do though, additionally, is we should still screw it into a base with.
We could do it on the outer sides.
Okay.
So that it doesn't affect the center shaft, just in case.
I was thinking we just, do on the edges, but also short screws.
Yeah. Do you have a good screw collection currently?
Yeah, I do. Yes, John says, hi, Cameron.
What's up, John?
Cameron replies with,
comments.
what's up, John?
Hello there, John. I'm gonna nutrify my THC receptors.
Cool. Nutrify away.
Because there's nothing like working hard and then relaxing hard. Compared to people who don't work hard at all, you don't really deserve to relax quite the same
No, I don't.
as one who,
That's why it's important I relax hard. If I were relaxing soft, that would just be too much like not relaxing, which is normal, which is just relaxing soft. So I have to relax hard.
I use concentrated relaxation. What's up, Ruben?
Who is Cameron? Says Or Rat Tang Fun Full Rat. Well, I'll tell you who Cameron is. Cameron is our good friend from Los Angeles. He comes to visit periodically. He's a winner when it comes to all things that frustrate Eric. So I cannot make that flat, but Cameron can.
Eric and I sometimes make that heart hand where he's one heart hand and I'm the other heart hand.
Yeah, like that.
Let me see. Yeah,
I
it's
think we
like
can do
this.
it.
We do it all the time on the internet. No, it's how do you, I don't even like that. You were upside down, Eric.
I'm upside.
Yeah, other upside down.
There.
All right, we did the sunset heart hands.
That's wonderful.
With the light behind. Oh my God! If we did that and Rachel blew the dandelion through
Blue dandelion
you
through,
would
yeah.
go to a million. So.
I wonder how the dandelion video is doing. Actually, let's see.
That's a good video. Did you edit it or just do it?
Yeah, I made it shorter. All right.
There's a lot that one can do in editing.
It only has 17 views at the moment, but that doesn't mean it will always only have 17 views. For those of you who want to know what I'm talking about, I'll show you right now. It's called Dandelion Mega Whoosh Puffball.
Ooh, sun going through. I think we should do that again and even like a couple more tries. We could get.
But we could do better, I agree.
I should do one with me and I'll send it to my babe.
Okay, sounds good.
But during the correct sun, it's got to be like that evening sun.
I agree.
The pre-mosquito sun.
It's got to be the golden hour. Okay, now, where am I looking for this? Here we go. So, as I snack on these leftovers and this beverage, we have in the background here the soccer game. Hungary versus Scotland. Scotland really needs a win in this game. They cannot make do with a tie. And it's currently a 0-0 tie. And in fact, Hungary just got a corner kick. Scotland, I think, is favored to win this game. I'm rooting for Scotland. But you can still get pregnant from pre-mosquito sun, so be careful. Good point, Ruben R. Excellent point.
There was a guy at First Avenue Junior High whose insult was, "You are my son." If you think, it takes you a minute to think about it and realize how insulting it really is.
Well, I don't think I need any boots on anymore. I'm going to take off these boots. Now, everything further we have to do isn't going to require climbing around on the hill. So, it's time to take off my boots.
I think when we go on that Wilderness Car Drive, if we're up early enough tomorrow, we'll find some cool wood if we want to like do a second better attempt.
Yeah, maybe we can get...
We might bring the Sawzall out there.
It's a good idea.
And just rough cut it, and we might get a couple of flower pots worth.
No Name says, Eric, look at me like you look at those French girls. I don't know which French girls you're talking about, but I will give you the look that anybody can take home, put in the bank, and feel nurtured and accepted by. It is my patented all-purpose healing gaze. It will cure you of emotional pain, physical ailments, spiritual ailments, ailments of the butt, every kind of ailment. So, get ready to know. I mean, Rachel knows well that I'm not Captain Handy. But I can occasionally fix things. All right, here we go. Get ready for some distilled healing. This is like 10 hospital trips combined into one burst of healing. There, you're healed.
I have a healing touch that I can do where I put my 2 fingers on the inner parts of either of the eyebrows. Yeah, that's the healing touch. If someone trusts you and you do that, it'll relax them. If you don't trust them, they'll probably punch you in the balls with a knife.
The healing touch, huh?
Yeah. It helps the homeostasis stuff.
I'm a big believer in the theory that if you tap out certain patterns on your forehead, you can communicate directly with your brain via Morse code.
Oh, yeah. That's how Helen Keller learned everything.
How about you are my son, but it's only because your mother wouldn't get an abortion.
And I have a time machine.
And I have a time machine, so better step back, because I can go back in time and convince her. I mean, I sure tried back in the first time, but I could try again. Hey, wait, I'm not your son. And are you saying you wish I had been aborted? Yes, I am.
The healing touch is more creepy than the gaze, I'll say. Well, fair enough.
I was the fastest swimmer. Were you? Do you think that's because you were particularly good at swimming, or because all of your other competitors were just weak sauce? Maybe you were the only man sperm there, and all the other sperms were just little girl sperms. Then you were basically just cheating by competing in the wrong division. We all won that race too, but we don't know why. We don't know if the other sperms were really trying. We don't know if they all got held up at the starting line for some reason. Like you got shot out in the first load, but just had one sperm and the rest of it was just supporting material. And then further loads contained almost all the sperms, but you had an unfair advantage. It could be, in other words, you could not, maybe you didn't win for meritocratic reasons. Maybe the ovum was friends with your dad and and let you cut to the front of the line, waited for you to show up, you know. Hi, oddly colored hearts. Nasrin Ibrahim Zod. Heart. Hey guys, healing gaze. When you maximize the healing gaze, you put it in a heart. All right. Who's been watching the new season of The Boys? There are 4 episodes that have been released. I watched all 4 of them last night. Pretty good. Pretty compelling stuff. A little bit of a shocking show.
Was that on Amazon Air?
Yeah.
Okay. That was a good show. I was falling asleep, but really, really interesting.
You been watching Gypsy Rose? What does megaphone heart mean? Means you want to make your heart louder?
A rainbow with black on it. I've never, I think it's a colorblind rainbow screaming loudly.
I think it's a rainbow heart that's decorated like a 70s Hang 10 color scheme.
Or the Day of the Dead. Happy October 31st or thereabouts, Nasrin Ebrahimahad.
There's no reason to spam all those emojis. So just knock it off. Um, Seth Rogen produced The Boys, huh? Well, one thing I'll say about The Boys is it's a great show, fantastic show. It's also incredibly ridiculous in its politics. It just demonizes the American right beyond all reason and imagination. It's insanely wrong in everything, right? But it's still a fantastic show. Of course, I'm not any more fond of boogeymanning the alt right, which is basically what The Boys does, than I am a boogeymanning so-called postmodernists. I think we can manage to do just fine without any boogeyman. Rose is way more guilty than what was ruled. Who's Gypsy Rose? Is it an actual story, or is it just a? Is it just a show, a TV show? Bro, I'm a perfectionist even at video games. I can't seem to sit still and play through a game without getting pissed off. I'm antsy too. No, I don't know anything about Gypsy Rose. Should I Google it?
I bought a game system because it had Duck Hunt on it
Mm-hmm.
for $59 on Temu or AliExpress, one of those. And the gun was the worst thing. It wouldn't work right. But now I'm stuck with hundreds of copies of old games, so I'll play like Tetris on it. It's not bad.
Yeah, we play those old games too. You can actually, there's a website called Retro Games that has them.
What controller and apparatus do you use?
I use the keyboard and the mouse.
Okay.
Let me see. Was it in England? Gypsy Rose. I think I have heard of this. Maybe.
I'm gonna go flatten that piece of wood.
Cool. So 9 years ago, she was murdered. The media revealed that Dee Dee had forced Gypsy Rose to pretend to have severe physical and mental disabilities for financial and social advantages. Huh. What a weird story. So she pretended to be retarded? Is that the nutshell of the story? A weird lady pretends to be retarded, then has her boyfriend kill her mother. What? Why is how is this a story now, though? Because you just got out of jail or what? Say the word. Okay. Nigeria. But the thing is, what I don't get is why is it a story now when it happened 9 years ago? Is it because you just got out of jail? I mean, you can read personalities better than I can. She seems very manipulative to me, but then again, she was raised by her manipulative mother. Now Kim Kardashian is hanging out with Gypsy. She had an actual genetic disorder, but her mother milked it. Went to several hospitals and had multiple procedures. I'm antsy and right now, actually, too, gonna have a quick smoke, put clothes in the laundry, 80-20 shower, holes and souls. Go get trash bags from the Rouse, dry clothes, come back and play games. You figured out about grow streams on TikTok? What are grow streams on TikTok? I have 100,000 bot views on one picture and supposedly getting 150,000 followers. Well, that's not, those numbers can't be right. And does nobody care about the boyfriend that she talked into killing her mother, who's going to have a life sentence? Because I just know I bought them. Oh, well, those aren't worth anything, are they? I guess. No, Eric, and he's spending life in prison despite being slightly intellectually impaired and having a bunch of issues himself. That's horrible. That's a horrible story. Well, fuck that bitch. And I'm sure, you know, one way or another, she will incur consequences for it um, because karma's a bitch. And all decent people seem to incur the hard hand of karma when they do bad things. I don't think she's incurred enough if she's out of jail and her boyfriend is still in jail for the rest of his life. That's ridiculous. I don't blame her for maybe wanting her mother out of the picture, but just because her mother was abusive, it doesn't justify her use of deadly force. And it wasn't even she who did the act. So horrible cunt is what I say. I want to link to my own Shopify store with decants of popular designers while reviewing designers and niche fragrances. Cool. My SIL sister-in-law is ESFJ and does all this trendy meme stuff and like faith-based mom stuff and has 10,000 followers and she just does tiny shorts and let go and let God and stuff like that. Well, I certainly am planning to participate in YouTube. I've already started, and I've been doing it for just a little while, about 10 years. I think within the next 50 to 100 years, I should really find my audience. You know what? I also want to be super famous and known by everybody in the world. But the difference between you and me and an over 5 is I don't care about fragrances. I mean, I care that it doesn't smell like poop or whatever I'm smelling. But other smells, I mean, I don't dislike good smells. Nobody does, you know. But I just don't feel the need to put smells on them. No, I'm going to prove you wrong, Lipo. I'm going to become famous while murdering nobody. Except with my charm. Like, charming the pants off of them, maybe, but... Or smell me finer than a pipe tree. I'm going to get some coffee. You guys want any coffee? Okay. You have to put it in the microwave. It's not already hot. Well, don't be so lazy. You want me to put it in the microwave for you? You just want to sip off of my coffee. Okay, fine. If that's all you want, that's fine. You can have a sip of my coffee. We're going to put this in for 90 seconds. For those of you who are using metric, that's a minute and a half. No, I don't want to become famous for using power tools unsafely. But I want you to know something. It doesn't require a power tool for me to use it unsafely. One time I went out to try to collect geodes and immediately hit myself with a hammer. These are new clothes. These are not the clothes I wore yesterday, Jason. No. You should actually check to see what I'm wearing before you say that. Yesterday and a couple days before that, I was wearing my brown overalls and my blue Thank You 39 shirt. But this morning I changed clothes. Rachel is in bed in bed downstairs. Why are you scaring me? I don't normally work with tools very much at all on YouTube, but occasionally I get a bug up my ass and go I want to try that. And then I have hurt myself with power tools before. One time I had a belt sander and my finger got stuck in between the belts. It grounded down the whole fingernail off. It was horrible. But I try to be careful. You know, I have a chainsaw that I asked Cameron to get for me, and then I reimbursed him the cost of it. But I've never used it one time because I'm scared of it. I don't want to chop any parts of my body off.
Check that out.
Wow, look at that. Smooth as silk.
It was the Sawzall that did it.
The Sawzall did this, huh? And this is nice because when you cut it like this, you can actually just eat it as a biscuit.
It's a nice coaster for giving it to guests who you want to spill.
Yes. Here's an unflat coaster.
Yep. I was thinking we could cut coasters, but that would be the most nerve-wracking thing in the world. We're not making coasters.
Yeah, well, I also don't care if I get water stains on the table, so.
That's actually the better part.
So this is pretty good looking bong situation we got going here. And we'll just have to. The challenge is this. We've got to come in like this way, right? And then we got to go down like this way. So we got to do 2 ways.
You have a spade bit, don't you?
Yes.
Sweet.
I have spade bits galore. We'll try to get this working.
I may have used a spade bit in wood shop at First Avenue, but I don't know that I've ever used one necessarily. Have you?
Oh yeah, I've used them plenty of times, but I've played with wood stuff. It's a fun project. Cameron and I tried to make one before. It didn't work right because of a variety of reasons.
We need to make an ass for it, a foot. We need to add an additional feature where there's a little foot on the back. You know what I'm saying?
We could just put this right here. It'll be a fallback preventer.
What piece is it? I recommend blue tape. I really like how that looks, especially the way the branch comes out. It has its own birthing point, if you know.
Yeah, I do know what you mean. It's coming right out of
We could
what's
go.
clearly some sort of vagina.
We could go searching for wood birthing points on our adventures, and that could be a new art project.
Wood birthing points. I like it.
Like my wife.
So, Samba Ball says, cosmic skeptic got arguments for atheism. Their list with majesty of reason. And Eric, what do you think about the existence of an evil God? Well, I think there's lots of evidence to the contrary, really. Like, if you were to assume, if you were to ask the question, we can assume that there is either an evil God or a good God. Which one is it? Which one is there a preponderance of evidence for? It would be for a good God, for sure. Because an evil God would intervene a lot, prevent people from exercising free will, and he would intervene a lot in individual instances, whereas a good God might prevent catastrophes in hidden ways behind the scenes that you couldn't tell he was acting, but wouldn't intervene in individual instances because it would counterfeit free will too much. So, in other words, a good God makes it such that nobody can predictably rely on God's intervention to accomplish anything. And that's the reality we have. An evil God allowed some people, because he couldn't possibly allow everybody, to accomplish things with making deals with that God. And in other words, it's not fair. The Cameron. Cameroni, oni, any, ding dong.
Always during live stream.
Always. I wish that one got more views. COD in a nutshell? What's COD? Compulsive obsessive disorder? No. Call of Duty? Call of Duty. OCD is obsessive compulsive disorder. COD is either cash on demand, cash on delivery, or Call of Duty.
Oh, hey, do you want that chili and chips now?
Oh, yeah, I could eat something.
The option is putting it on top of that 90-second rice that I have. You want it on rice?
I mean, the leftovers I'm picking here has rice in it, so I'd rather have it on the chips.
Okay, cool. I'll finish this and I will make, or you know what? I'll microwave it while I'm finishing it.
Well, the interesting thing is, like, both Cameron and I have only known each other less than 10 years. I mean, we've known each other since high school, but he was a couple grades younger than me. I hung out sometimes with his brother, but I didn't ever hang out with Cameron until I was, like, in my 40s. Do I remember my debate on TI with I Don't Know Jack? The channel's name or something is called I Don't Know Jack? No, I don't remember it. I remember talking to Jack from Socionics. Not very much. I wish I had fully articulable ears, like so I could point them any which way around. Yeah, I remember a conversation with Jack. That if you want to know what dissembling looks like, that's dissembling. What was Jack attempting to do that entire conversation? It was so frustrating. He was attempting to not answer any questions, to not define anything, to be to avoid being correctly and successfully hammered by not engaging in active clash on any points, but just running away. Horrible, unacceptable, immoral behavior for anybody. But I didn't blame him too much because he's young. People should not resist the truth attaining work of good discourse. A bald old consultant scoffed at me and took 2 donuts instead of 1 after receiving his feedback. What was the feedback you gave him? Was it like, here's why you suck? I mean, nobody is ever going to listen to feedback if you aren't empowered to punish them in some way. If their job or their earnings or something like that aren't on the line, the feedback was that his resident said, who's his residents? Residents. What are his residents? Hey man, I've been going through anger issues and I wonder if you give me any tips. Well, what I would say is that I used to be a lot more angry than I am now. And the thing to remember is that anger in its native state is a good thing. It tells you when your boundaries are being crossed and lets you. It's a necessary component of the 3-piece game theory, right? Which is be nice, be angry, and be forgiving. But the thing is, anger's an iffy way to accomplish things, and it's a good way to burn bridges as well. So I'm not nearly as angry now as I used to be, but it's still the case that every time I get angry or talk too angry at people around the channel or whatever because somebody says something that I don't like, I tend to regret it. It's rare that I regret not getting angry, but that's possible too. I can't think of any examples at the moment. Felt like I've just been getting upset and annoyed more than anything. God damn it, Blue Baron. Why are you telling me this? I still have some minutes. I'm behind the real time. I'm still thinking Scotland might have a chance to score a late goal. Scotland, why do you always lose in every major tournament at the group stage? You never have gotten out of the group stage in any major tournament. What is up with that, Scotland? You're not going to get out with 2 points, that's for sure. Or do they have 3 points now for the tie? I don't remember. Because they got 2 points. They got whooped by Germany, huh? And then they tied Switzerland and they tied Hungary. Do I still dream? Well, don't tell me what happened. I'll see. Maybe, in fact, Hungary's going to get a goal, and then that's why he said bye-bye, Scotland. So I'll keep watching. Don't say anything more about it. I'm rooting for England, okay? In general. I don't still dream of cigarettes every night, but I still like get up and for a brief moment kind of uh, pat around for my cigarettes and go, oh, that's right, I don't have a cigarette. Eric, thoughts on deadbeat dads? Should I be nice to my father? Um, I guess it depends on how he's coming at you and how much you hate him for his betrayal. You know, my daughter has a good relationship now with her biological mother, and her biological mother did not do a good job of being a mother at all. I basically raised Delilah by myself till she was like 2 or so till 8 years old or something. With Candace helping but not living with us. Um, but now my daughter has a pretty good relationship with her biological mother. But she gets money from her mom sometimes, and she calls it reparations.
Yeah. This is some of your chips and some of my chips, so you get.
All right,
best
thanks,
of-
Cameron.
Sure. You want me to bring a spoon when I come back?
No, that's okay. I can just use the chips as a spoon. So, I mean, I also know from my own experience that I would be a much better parent now than I was when I had Delilah. I was a good dad, not perfect, but I always loved her a great deal.
Hey Eric, is the sour cream good?
Yep.
Can I have some?
Yeah.
You want any?
No, I'll get some if I want some. Yeah, well, the worst thing happened with Delilah was her mom got in this relationship with this other guy, and that kind of wanted to be a stepdad, or was saying like, "What's up with you not seeing your daughter?" or whatever. And then all of a sudden, after being basically gone for not present at all, hardly for years, now all of a sudden she wanted to see Delilah. Like, I want my half of the time. Like, okay, you're not getting half, but I'm gonna have to give you some time since you want it, you're entitled to it. But Delilah didn't like it, and I felt bad about making her go someplace where I didn't believe she was being parented well. But I wasn't gonna be some kind of horrible monster who tried to deny her mother access to her daughter. So, be nice to him if he gives you money. Think of it as reparations. But at the same time, I know that I wouldn't. I would be a better parent now, and that, current me doesn't feel like I did an adequate job comparing against how I would do it now. But that's kind of unfair to current me. I mean, it's kind of unfair to past me, you know? That's falta! Falta! If I didn't have children, I'd have left my wife. Left my wife. Left my wife. If I didn't have children, I'd have left my wife. Left my wife. Well, you probably should have left her anyway then. Why would you have left her if you didn't have children? Did she cheat on you or something, or you just didn't like her? Yeah, me and Delilah do make a nice father-daughter photo op. Right back at you, John. Right back at you. You just don't love her, huh? Well, personally, I'm inclined to think that love is overrated. It's just an emotion that reportedly that you feel sometimes for someone. But it is important that you um, don't actually dislike them. Like they don't make you roll your eyes all the time or stuff like that. Man, it's hard to keep up. I'm so overstimulated. I might take a break and get off. All right, you do that. Well, Tyler Cromer. Perhaps you've been using the wrong preparation. Have you been using J or K? Try H. Well then, yeah, that's unfortunate, Blue Baron. But I understand you're staying together for the kids. Are they gonna grow up at some point? You know, are you gonna leave when they grow up? My second wife and I left when Delilah got to be, my second wife and I stopped being together when Delilah was 16 or something. Um, because that's all we had in common. You might well say, and you wouldn't be wrong, that I didn't love her, but I never would have actually said that myself. Um, I, I just because I don't have very good clarity on emotions, I guess. Um, Regardless, it was a good marriage for the duration of the raising of Delilah. It was as good a marriage as I was going to have, with as good outcomes as I was going to get at the time. So, in that sense, I don't regret that relationship, and also, love was not a necessary element of it. Of course, now I have a partner that I love a lot, and it's still not very important part of why the relationship works or whatever. Oh, so close. Once you get to Portugal, Blue Baron, then you can discover America. Just get a few boats. The Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. And you should be good to go. How did you not score that? How, and she's not, she's tallish, like 5'8", something like that. But not that tall. She looks more like her mother than, some parts of her look like me. She's a lot like me. And one thing that, her mother and I, her biological mother and I, did not like each other very much. And when even she was a little baby, her mother would say derisively, she'd call her Eric Jr. derisively, like, basically, stop being like your dad. She kind of resembles me. But I'm not very concerned about who she looks more like. Yeah. I looked a lot more like my mom and my dad. In terms of her thinking and her intellect and stuff, Delilah's way more like me than her mom. Her mom was just horrible start to finish.
Is Delilah like 1/4 Alcindor?
Oh yeah, she is. You got a good point there. She's 1/4 Lou Alcindor because I've concluded that my biological father was actually Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Eric helps no one remember my zodiac. Also, who is talking to you? Cameron. That's Cameron. Your zodiac is, I'm going to say Aquarius. Am I right? Cameron's from Los Angeles, longtime friend and hell of a guy.
What's up, Natasha, CG?
I got it right. I just guessed the first one I could think of. I thought the Aquarius starts with A, so it should be the first one. You could play a good Socrates in a theater production or something. Well, thanks, jab, check, right hook, left, uppercut. Body blow, body blow, body blow, body blow. Ayugin, Ayugin.
When the police do radio calls and they say the name, you know, Adam and Baker and all that, they should all be astrological names like Aquarius, would be B,
And who are we naming these things?
for police. So over the radio, they're not saying X-ray Adam, they're saying like Aquarius,
Oh.
Virgo.
Aquarius, Virgo, Gemini, Moon Rising. Oh my God, Hungary scored in the 99th minute. Wow. Hungary won the game. Scotland did not tie at all. Does the girl who bags up groceries at Pioneer Market remind you of Delilah a bit? Maybe. I'm not sure exactly which girl you're talking about, but maybe they do. Maybe she does. Hungary winning the game. Oh my God. Crazy. Well, they're hungry for success. Yes, they are. This fellow resembles Kamoto. A little bit. Not very much, but a little bit. For those of you who want to see a beautiful dandelion, you can watch my new short called Dandelion Mega Wish Puff Ball or something like that. It's the hottest trend in dandelions. All right, I'll check it out, Natasha. You mean it's in your community tab or what? You're talking about this big pink mushroom thing? That's a crazy looking mushroom. I don't know what it is, but it looks like an alien sex organ.
Is it a Venus flytrap?
No, it's a mushroom of some kind. Is the name of that mushroom Lady's Vulva? Did you hear about Turkey doesn't want to be called Turkey, they want to be called Turkey? TFB, Turkey. You're Turkey, all right? Deal with it. The one with SpongeBob in your shorts. Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? Oh, I can't do that right now. Do that later, I guess. Shorts. Pause this short to claim your meme. Okay, I will pause. How many memes do you have in there? I'm going to have to stop pause it many times. It's a smart way to do a short. So here are some of the memes you can choose from. What is the reason you haven't found your soulmate? Is it because you have no soul? It's a good thing we named most of the dinosaurs like 100 years ago when we were all into mythology and speaking Latin. If they just learned about dinosaurs now and you had to name hundreds, there'd be Heckin' Chonkosaurus and Northern Thick Scaly Boy.
True.
When I'm around my Spanish-speaking friends, I always use the word mucho. It means a lot to them. Fantastic dad joke. That's fantastic. Do you think flies call us walks? Good question. Therapist, there will always be a light at the end of the tunnel. And then at the middle finger light. Oh, I didn't see that last one. Something about how dramatic. Raindrop, drop top. All I do is eat nonstop. I just saw a guy in the library cry for 5 or 6 minutes, and then his phone alarm went off, and he just stopped crying and went right back to work. It's called time management, Jessica. Now, what seems to be the problem? Nobody seems to understand me. What? This is my meme. Right here, Natasha. The therapist just asks, now what seems to be the problem? I say, nobody seems to understand me. The therapist says, what? I have a phone interview today. Just be yourself. All right, then I'm not going to answer the call. The pearl with the girl earring. It's fantastic. Hiker lost for 24 hours. Ignored calls from rescuers because of unknown number. I need a white girl with a nose ring to tell me what planets are making me sad.
Okay.
I don't have a nose ring, but I'm pretty sure it's Earth. Yeah, sex is cool, but have you ever sat in the darkness wondering why you're not good enough? Kevin was just a bit off. My prediction for year 2020 is that everyone will live peacefully and will cure every disease there is. When you're 10 dangs, 20 yups, 6 wows, and 8 men, that's crazies, and they still won't stop talking. That's an introvert's meme. Philosophy professors, Backstreet Boys, 4-year-olds, and in the middle of that circle diagram. Tell me why there ain't nothing but a star. I like that one a lot. But I'm still going to go with the one that I picked already. My concerned friend, food won't fill that void in your heart. Me, a person of science, showing heart disease. Well, Tom will be more specific with his Christmas wish next year because he got a chicken. What stupid YouTuber are you watching now? The teacher in online class. Scientists invented a bracelet that converts stress to energy. Are you awake? Yeah. Me after hitting send. Back to sleep. When you live somewhere where the air hurts your face and you're trying to figure out why you live where the air hurts your face, picture of a cat in a cold place. I've been waiting for weeks for my Girl Scout cookies to arrive, and I just realized I ordered them in a dream. My drunk ass getting ready to tell everyone how meaningless life is. I like this one, but I don't drink alcohol. I do feel like this lady, though. I feel very much like this lady.
Eric, do you think that when people are active alcoholics that they are able to fall in love and like do relationships and stuff like that?
Sort of not. Depends how hardcore they are, But I feel like I am this lady. Oh, listen up, everybody. You motherfuckers need to stop it. I feel just like that lady. I kind of want to choose this one, even though I don't drink alcohol, is my meme. My drunk ass getting ready to tell everyone how meaningless life is. Except instead of meaningless, I'd be my drunk ass, my stoned ass getting ready to tell everyone how fucking wrong they are. I got 9. Ah, I missed that one. Shit you know, shit you know you don't know, shit you don't know you don't know. This is a pretty good diagram, but when someone tells me I need to learn how to communicate better, and the lady's reading a book, how to say fuck you in a nice way. Okay, so now I gotta go back to the one I didn't see.
Eric, I'm gonna go cut up one of those rotten woods so I can take it home, and it will be a non-functioning art piece.
All right, cool.
I have extra chips. I think I'll eat them later. So I will leave them up here.
I got 99 problems, and being trapped in a decaying body in a money hungry society on a dying planet in a mysterious dimension may be one. That's a little muggity for me. I'm gonna go with the one I picked already. What's your problem? No one understands me. What? That's totally me. That's the story of my life. I think it's a great short, by the way. I think it's a great concept for a short. Bravo. She's preaching to the homies. Who's preaching to the homies? And the interesting thing is I hadn't really seen any of those memes before. I think what everybody should say is what Sean L. said. I should probably post this. I'm talking about Famous People Community thing. A link to that SpongeBob video of the My Leg guy and say, every soccer game ever. Because, you know, SpongeBob, there's this guy in multiple episodes who they'd show like an accident in the background. There'd be a guy who's always saying, my leg, my leg. He's always hurting his leg. The lady with her hand in the glass in the air, right? That is totally me. All right, you motherfuckers. It's time for you to listen. You are so wrong. I am that lady. But you know, the other lady I am, or I'm actually the dude in this one. I'll show you on my community page. This old-fashioned lady. Here she is. I'm the dude, though. This is me and Rachel every time we're driving and there's a car behind us. Like, can you just not be behind us, please? Like, oh, God. And yeah, I'm more like the lady in this picture, really. See, the lady's in the driver's seat. She's on the left. I'm the lady. And she's like, oh, God, why are there people behind me? I fucking hate that. I don't want there to be any cars behind me. Just either go around me or be slower than me. Does anybody else have that feeling about cars behind them? I don't like having cars behind me. But, you know, the thing is, it's only since I've been in Mariposa I don't like that. Because a majority of the time, naturally, I'm not going to have any cars behind me. I'll oftentimes not even see, depending on what time I'm driving, any cars for a long stretch of time on the road once we get back into this area. So I become very annoyed whenever there is a car behind me. Copa tonight. We've got a couple of things on right now, actually, that I want to have in the mix, which is to say, the Athletics are on. They didn't want to get copyrighted with their noise. They're losing 1-0 at the moment. And Copa tonight. This is the big deal. The big deal that everybody's constantly waiting for. There, right? Muted, overwhelmed the sound of the TV. Rob Stone, Clint Dempsey, Kari Lloyd, and of course Alexi Lawless here in studio for Copa America. It's the America Cup, a contest of soccer in which countries such as the United States and Canada, Mexico, Argentina, they all participate. Of course, if this were the World Cup and America actually made it to the World Cup final, I would assume we were going to lose this game because America is not good enough to play with the best teams in the world. The men aren't. However, this is Copa America, and tonight we're not playing against any kind of super powerhouse, I don't believe. I don't remember who we're up against. They haven't shown the other team yet. The game starts in about 15 minutes. You know what I think America should do? They should give Pele American citizenship. He can play soccer for us. I know, he's a little old. But even like a 90-year-old Pele, it's got to be better than an average American soccer player. Male soccer player. Because as I explained the other day, the reason America's not that good at men's soccer because soccer is a girl sport. Obviously. Same reason why American men aren't that great at softball. Because it's a girl sport. Same reason why American men are not that great at volleyball. Because it's a girl sport. Girls need some sports that they're the best at too, you know. So the boys have enough sense to stay out of those girl sports. Well, Pele's a little bit dead. I didn't know that. The lawyer for Mayor Shang Zhao spoke about the pending federal investigation into possible public corruption. Federal agents raid home of Oakland Mayor Shang Zhao. The FBI has not formally accused Zhao or members of the Duong family of wrongdoing. America should play 5-pin bowling. All right, so if we can't get Pele to be our soccer guy, let's get David Beckham. He used to be good at soccer. America's strategy is to load its MLS teams with players once players are done with all of their good years and they're all washed up, then have them come play for us. So, you know, we could get former we could get Landon Donovan back on the field, of course. He's like our most famous soccer player. But it like Beckham was a movie about a girl becoming good at soccer. Winston's mom, I think you should write a book about David Beckham called David Touched Me. He touched me with his tribute. Can you please not touch me with your tribute? Okay. Well, I think I will wrap the stream up for a bit. And drink coffee, maybe go outside with Cameron for a little bit with his other one. I'm not sure if I want to do that right now. I got kind of hot out in the garage. It was like, okay, that's enough outside time. Well, maybe I will at some point today. David touched me. A historical reimagining of the life of King David. Thank you all very much for being here. See you later.